So what's going on, guys? It's Chris Chaos back here, and I just wanted to hit you with a quick a quick thought process that I'm kind of going through right now. I've been the last couple of weeks I've been making connections, I guess you will, on the internet and different websites, things like that. What I wanted to talk about is I come across a group, and I wrote it down over here because I don't have it in front of me. It's called "We Stood Up for WWE. Now WWE should stand up for us." It's a group on Facebook. It was something that one of my friends on Facebook just decided, hey, let's put chaos in this. So he did, and he invited me to the group. And you know how Facebook works now. Once you're invited, you don't have to accept the invitation. You're automatically in. Whatever. I don't like it. But so I checked it out, and there were just people on there talking random nonsense and just whatever. But not all of it's random nonsense. I mean, some of it's some really good stuff, but some of it, a lot of it's just, people just spatting off things, and which, that's fine. I have no problem with that, but I'm not going to sit there and read everything that comes in. But I made a statement on in the group or whatever the other day, saying that there's one thing that you can do. A lot of you guys are pissed off at Vince. I mean, a lot of guys, and you have the right to be pissed off at Vince, because for what it's worth, Vince is pretty much killing the business, killing how it used to be. Vince made it this this huge, freak show, if you will. But it was something that everybody dug. It wasn't one of those things where we hated. Well, I mean, we loved it, but Vince has not exactly done it right. So, without further ado, the one thing you can do as fans against WWE is you can boycott WWE. And I'm not saying this is got to be a long-term boycott and that you got to, have a strike, which it was the term I used instead of boycott was strike. You pick like a week. I say you pick a week of a pay-per-view, and you don't watch Raw, and you don't watch SmackDown, and you don't order the pay-per-view. Now, to the people that's going to the pay-per-view, those people, have already paid their money. So Vince already has your money, or, will have your money when the pay-per-view. So if you don't show up to the thing, then you're just losing. It's just like you're handing him money, but not showing up, which looks really bad on Vince and on the fans for why would you pay the money and then not show up. But as far as the people at home, don't watch Raw one week, don't watch SmackDown, and don't order pay-per-view. But the only way this is going to work is everybody, and I mean everybody, fans around the world have to be totally united and totally behind this. This has to be a movement that this is going to have to take months and months and months of planning. If anybody wants to go ahead, I give you permission, take my idea and run with it. I don't care. If you make any money off of it, contact me. I only want 10%. But in any way else, I don't care. Look, that's the only way that you're going to get at Vince. Because if you think about it, it's a business. Just like anything else. What happens to recording artists who don't sell albums? They get dropped from their label. What happens to TV shows that people stop watching? They don't get renewed for another season. What happens to major like basketball, football, baseball franchises? When fans don't come to the shows, they go to another city, or excuse me, to the events or whatever. They go to another city. I've seen it countless times. But you're going to have to stand, if you want to stand up for them, eventually there comes a point where you have to stand up against them for them to see, they want you to stand up for them, but they have to give you a reason to stand up. That's why I always thought that this whole stand up for WWE campaign was stupid. I mean, because it was all political. It's all it was. It was just all political. And I'm not a political savant or whatever, so I don't really care. But, you know, tomatoes, tomatoes, whatever. But I'm saying, that's the only way that that's going to happen. You guys hit me back with a comment. Let me know what you think. But I'm telling you, that's the only way that you're going to get Vince's attention. You got to hit his pocketbook because he gets ad revenue and with pay-per-view buys. That's the only way that he's going to go, huh. Well. And if he doesn't get it then you may have to do it a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. Because it's probably going to take all of those times, and it may take you having to boycott or be on strike for 2 months for them to finally get it. I just hope for WWE's sake that if that was to happen, and fans really did go on strike for 2 months, and they stopped going to Raw, and stopped going to SmackDown, and stopped going to pay-per-views, that, you know, there would be no WWE, which might or might not be a good thing at this point. But anyway, you guys hit me up, let me know what you think. I am out, and that is deuces for this episode.